What's up guys, Michael from Copper v Glass here. Just a quick look at a case that I got the other day. Pretty excited to get this case. It's kind of the first, kind of premium case as it were that I've had. I mean, I've usually used kind of just Snap-on cases or Apple bumper, for instance. Now, what it is the Element Case Vapor 4 for the iPhone 4. So what we'll do, we'll have a quick look into it. I'll install it on the actual phone itself and then kind of give first impressions. So let's just have a quick look. So what you get with the actual case basically is a Allen key, and I will show you what that is for in 1 second. And also you do get some spare screws. Again, coincidence. Right, let's have a look. So here's the actual case itself. I'll just take out this kind of plastic insert here. Now, basically what it is a aluminium style bumper case for the iPhone 4. So instead of having kind of the more kind of squishy kind of Apple bumper basically, this is aluminium. And again, if I try and squeeze it together, it's not gonna. It's aluminium. It's not kind of a rubbery type case. It's made of apparently aircraft grade aluminium. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to install it onto the phone. It's a bit finicky to do obviously because you've got all the screws on here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to install it on the phone and then I'll be back in 1 second, just kind of give my impressions of the actual case and just how it all fits together basically. So if you just bear with me 1 second. Okay guys, welcome back. Right, so here is the case on the actual phone itself. Now I have to say this is a really nice case. The fit is perfect. The styling is pretty amazing, to be honest. So just have a quick look around. So you've got here a big opening for the 30-pin connector, obviously speaker and microphone down the bottom there. Obviously the screws on that side to obviously hold it all together. You have a SIM card access kind of slot with the Vapor 4 logo there. I'm not too sure why the access said SIM card. I've never got my SIM card out of my phone. I've had it nearly about 2 years now and I've never once got the SIM card out. Got here along the top the sleep wake button, which is a kind of integrated button and which works perfectly fine. Very, I'm not sure if you can see there, very recessed kind of holder for the headphones basically. Now as far as I'm aware, I can only fit the Apple headphones, and even then you may have to kind of just pull it out with the wire basically, which isn't necessarily the best thing, kind of wear it away. So not the best kind of fit as it were. Now again, similar sort of story down the bottom of the case basically. Again, very kind of thin. I've got kind of the I'm not going to say the kind of the newer style, but it's the original 30-pin connector was a bit kind of fat on the bottom. This one's a bit thinner, but again, it only just fits in there. I'm not sure if you can see, but that only just fits basically. Now, rest of the case, we've got here the volume up down buttons. Again, very easy to access, and also the mute toggle switch there. Again, very easy to work with basically. Now there's a very small lay on the table design on both the back and on the front. I do have a matte screen protector on the front and the back, so I don't really mind too much about the lay on the table, but that's very nice. Like I said, obviously you can see it's a lot kind of different to the standard Apple bumper. As you can see, it's a bit thicker and a bit bigger on the edges, but it does provide a bit more kind of protection basically. And I like the way that it's kind of like cut out in there. Again, I'm not too sure why they've done that, just for aesthetic reasons, but it is really nice to hold in the hand either way. No problems basically. But I mean, like I say, it's pretty much the best case that I've used, to be perfectly honest, because I like the iPhone 4 design. I like the front and the back glass, obviously the black, etc. So I don't necessarily like using kind of bigger cases that kind of cover it up a bit more. I like to see as much as the phone as I can, and with this it's pretty much as close as you're going to get, because obviously again with the iPhone 4 bumper, it does slightly come over the edges slightly on this edge and also on the back as well, but this one doesn't. I'm not sure if you can see it there, but there's kind of like a slight, if I just angle it right, you can see, I'm not sure if you can see just in there, you can see the mark for the top antenna. So what I'm going to do now, just real quick, because it wasn't actually that hard to put on basically. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take it off now to kind of show you kind of the actual case itself. So like I say, you do obviously have the 4 separate screws around the top. Now I'd recommend maybe just loosening them up, not necessarily kind of all the way. I would take maybe one out the bottom, take one completely out the top as well, and now it's just loosen up the other 2 screws. Probably the easiest way to go about it. Loosen up this top one here now, sorry, the bottom one. Again, just loosen it up like this. Again, loosen it a bit more on the top as well. So it's not obviously the easiest case to get on and off. I mean, once it is, once kind of on, you know, you're probably going to be leaving this case on the actual phone itself, and then just kind of slide it out there basically. So it is kind of easy to put on and off. Just kind of aluminium, love that. One thing that I would say though, obviously inside the actual case itself, there are kind of little rubber inserts here, here, also on the other side as well basically. Now, I haven't been using the case too long, but there are starting to get kind of indentations in there. So I'm not too sure how long exactly this kind of rubber foam material is going to last. Obviously, you've taken the case on and off all the time. But I mean, yeah, like I say, really nice case. I would completely recommend it. Now, I don't know 100% if this one is a real Vapor 4 case. Now, that might sound strange. It seems like it. I mean, it's got all the authenticity and obviously the kind of holograms over the box and etc. But it only cost me £13. I'll put the link to where I got it down below. So if you did want to kind of pick this case up, like I say, it's the Element Case Vapor 4 for iPhone 4/4S. Like I said, I'm Michael from Copper vs Glass, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks very much.